Hello everyone, this is William from Visual Components, and in this video I'm going to talk about the 3D world, specifically how you can change its appearance and also manipulate the view. So let's go and get started. You can notice here in the application, this is the 3D world. Hello! Up at the top left we have a floating origin, and this indicates the direction of the XYZ axes in the current coordinate system in use. So right now I'm using the world coordinate system. We also have an indicator for where the origin of the 3D world is, which is right here. If you want to see a floor and grid in the 3D world, go to the View menu item and select Settings. This displays a dialog with several tabs. You notice the first tab displayed is the 3D world. If you want to see the floor, just click Enable Floors checkbox and then click Apply. And now I have a floor in the 3D world. And you do have several options for changing the floor's appearance in the 3D world. Same process for the grid, just go ahead and enable the grid, then click Apply. If you want to change the background color, go here for background color, click Select Color, and now you can select what color you want. So I'll go and use pink. Click Apply. And now I have a pink gradient background color. So if you don't want to use a gradient, you can just go ahead and deselect the Use Gradient checkbox, and now you have a solid background color in the 3D world. At any time, if you want to use the application's default settings for the 3D world, just click this button here for default. Notice it uses a blue gradient background color and also displays the floor and the grid. So I'll click Apply, then OK. Alright, so what if you want to change the view of the 3D world? You can go to the function Toolbar and use these commands here. So we have Orbit, Pan, Zoom, and Fill. And you use the left mouse button when using these commands. So if you click Orbit, you want to hold down the left mouse button. So I hold down the left mouse button, and now I can orbit my view of the 3D world. Ho ho! For panning, I hold down the left mouse button, I move my mouse left and right, forwards and backwards, and notice I'm panning from side to side, forwards and backwards. For zoom, I hold down the left mouse button, and I move it forward to zoom in, move it back to zoom out. If I want to see everything displayed proportionally in the 3D world based on how large the 3D world is, I can click the Fill command like so. These commands do have keyboard shortcuts, so if you hold down the Control key with the left mouse button, notice I can orbit. If I hold down the Shift key, I can zoom in and zoom out with the left mouse button. If I hold down the Alt key with the left mouse button, I can pan. And if I want to fill the 3D world, I can just hold down Control plus Shift plus F. So that's the Control key, the Shift key, and the F key. Alright, now the application does come with several standard views that are predefined. So if I go to the View menu item, you can see we have standard views, and it lists several views that you can use. Let's go and add a component so we actually can see what the difference is. So I'll add a feeder, and I'll hold down Control plus Shift plus F to fill. Alright, and notice the camera position of the 3D world changed whenever I manipulate the view. So now let's go to one of these standard views, default. Notice the floating origin indicates the direction of the axes. So it's the default view we have in front. And if you have used CAD software before, you're probably already familiar with some of these views. Like so, that's a top view. Now, if you do want to create your own views, these are specific to each layout you have in the 3D world. So if you go to the View menu item, you can notice you have this option here for User Views. And if you select Edit, this opens a floating dialog for a view editor. And this is what you use to create your views for a specific layout. So this first command is for creating a view. Once you have a created view, you can select it to use it. And if you want to make any changes to a view, you use this icon here, and you can also delete the views. So I'll go ahead and create a view now, and let's go and change its name to be a bird's eye or eagle eye. And if I want to save this change, I click this icon here to save. Alright, so now if I go ahead and change the camera's position and I move it back a bit, I'll go and create another view. If I want to use that first view, I'll select it here in the view editor and click the second icon to use it. Alright, so I can also go to the View menu item, go to user views, and you can see here are the views I just created, and I can select them easily by this. So if I close the view editor, and now I go to my view menu item, I can just select those views I created. Alright, so this is going to go ahead and wrap up the video. If you have any more questions, please just feel free to visit our community at community.visualcomponents.net, and I hope you have a wonderful day.